It's your travel agent, David, and we have just made it to Dunedin. Well, Port Chambers. But Port Chambers is where the larger ships come into, and then we take about a 20 to 25-minute bus ride into Dunedin. I'm going to show you all the cool things to do in Dunedin. And now, this is awesome. We're already docked, waiting to get off the ship. We're right by an active lumber yard. And it's just amazing watching them take the logs off the trucks, putting them where they need to go. They even have a wretch that's the width of a container, and just goes between those thin lines where the container's at, and picks them up and moves them around. So it's pretty cool. It's already starting off to be an interesting day. Not sure if you can hear that whistle in the background. Sounds like Silent Hill, right? Probably have a volunteer fire department. Usually 7 whistles is for a fire, 1 whistle is for a medical call. So it must be something going on with the fire service. But anyway, let's go check out Dunedin. First stop is Dunedin Railway Station. This was built in 1907. It is number 17 of the top 20 most beautiful rail stations in the world. So we're going to go check it out and see how beautiful it really is. This train station cost £72,000 when it was built. It was just renovated at a cost of almost $6 million. Once a bustling train station, it now just has one tourist train that comes in every day versus dozens of them daily. There is a restaurant and bar here. If you're in Dunedin and you need to go to the restroom, they have restrooms here as well, and they're free to use. So it's multi-purpose, and it's free to come in and check it out. Go check out the rest of it. If you do like art, they have an art gallery here. The lights are flickering into my screen, so I'm not going to be able to record, but they do have art here. They also have the New Zealand Sports Hall of Fame in this building. Right outside of the train station is a covered steam engine. So if you like trains, make sure you head over there. It's about a 200-foot walk. So it's in a glass encased enclosure. Dunedin was founded by Scottish, so you have a Scottish feel here. It is the most beautiful city in New Zealand, and New Zealand was identified as the most beautiful country in the world. So that would make this the most beautiful city in the world. Our next stop is going to be Unity Park. Unity Park is a great place to get a fantastic view of Dunedin. There's a bust statue here of Admiral Byrd to commemorate his exploration of the South Pole, which launched from here. Now, Portsmouth, Virginia is its sister city because he launched from Portsmouth to get to here to Dunedin before heading down to the South Pole. Now, let's go check out this view. Not much to see here, but the view is spectacular. What do you think? We are in what they call the Octagon. It's in the city center. There's shops, restaurants, churches, a lot of stuff to do right here. Now, Dunedin is the 7th largest city with a population of about 140,000 people. It is the 7th largest city in New Zealand. Well, in case you were wondering why they call it the Octagon, if you look at it on a map, it is an octagon. Now, when they moved out here to Dunedin, they hired a surveyor who went out to Edinburgh, surveyed it, and then came out here to try and replicate the city the best he could. Now, Dunedin's actually inside of a volcano. This whole area is in a cauldron. We're standing on reclaimed land. Back in the 1800s, up to the 1800s, this was the waterfront. It's pretty interesting, all the effort that would have to come into dredging this out and putting all this dirt in here to be able to build buildings. Pretty impressive. when you're in the Octagon, you can go to the New Zealand shop, and they've got all kinds of souvenirs for you in there. Mugs, magnets, keychains, shirts, kiwi stuffed animals, all kinds of stuff. Our next stop is going to be Baldwin Street. Now, Baldwin Street is the steepest road in the world. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. We've got 15 minutes to get up there and get down. So we'll see what we can do. Pretty steep, huh? Now I have stairs, so you can take stairs as well, or you can go up the street, whatever's easiest for you. Man, so there's two parts of it. I came all the way to the top. There's a water fountain there. Whew. It's freaking steep. Most people are stopping there. Kind of cheating. You gotta go all the way to the top. Whew. When I started, I was at 8 flights. I'm at 22 flights now on my pedometer, so 14 stories worth of steps. It's insane. Well, I've made it back to the bottom. I haven't died, so that's a plus. Now, just so you know, when you come here, if you need to go to the bathroom afterwards, right across the street and to the right, about 100 foot, maybe less, is a public restroom.